Ugh. Ooh. Hey friends, welcome. I am so excited to talk about how I accepted myself and still made changes, because this is a really, really important and big video. So I don't know why I'm screaming. I think I'm screaming because I'm happy, but I'm forgetting there's a mic here. So let me turn it down. Okay, it's a lot of excitement. This is some coffee. Welcome to With Love, Kalila. I am Kalila, and this is the most uplifting law of attraction and self-development channel on YouTube. Okay, thank you so much for clicking on my video and giving me a shot. I just really want to be your YouTube bestie. It's giving older sister, mentor, coach. It's giving that like good advice, private, safe space. Is giving that. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to be that, okay? So the way that I accepted myself and still made changes was first to accept why I haven't accepted myself. Like, we've been hearing self-love this, love yourself. All you gotta do is love yourself. Oh my God. First of all, I want to talk about how it's logical to think that in order to make changes, you need to focus on the problem areas. We were conditioned to do that. We're conditioned to look at something and then say, everything else is cool, but here's what's wrong. Now, the reason why this don't work as it pertains to the law of attraction is because this is an attraction-based universe.
Huh?
I put a D on there. Universe. What that means is we can only add and amplify. We cannot decrease by giving attention to. So what you give attention to is what will grow. So what I'm saying is, if you focus on what's working, that's how you change the things that aren't working. So what we focus our attention on is what will increase in thought and then in size and in matter and in issue. So when we focus on our problem areas, we're actually making the problem bigger. But don't panic. Don't panic. I got you. I got you. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. I see you panicking. I see a little pieces of sweat dripping down. You're like, oh my God, like how? Okay, but I thought when you think about all the things that you've been thinking wrong, it's cool. It's cool. The reason why there's no need to panic is because the game is rigged, my boy. It's rigged. It's rigged. We're not living in a 50-50 universe. We're not living in a toss-up. It's not like half of things are good and half of things are bad. We actually live in a space that emanates well-being. Abundance naturally abounds. Good and wellness naturally is attracting to us. So all we need to do is step out of the way of having those things attracting to us. Okay? So when we are pointing out problem areas, we're actually putting down obstacles of the problem areas fixing themselves and resolving themselves, because all a problem area is information. It's information that your thoughts or something in your vibration is a little bit off. So when we look at a problem area, we should be grateful for it because it's actually indicative of something that we get to clean up and we get to work towards. We get to work towards fixing. Abraham Hicks uses a really, really cool analogy of a cork floating in water. So the way our life works is that abundance, well-being, goodness, grace, high frequency is naturally abounding. So water is the abundance and well-being and the good part of the world, and we are the cork. It naturally wants us to float and glide and live, but when we create things that stop the abundance from coming, we're actually pushing the cork down. What we be thinking is that in order for us to live our dreams, we got to swim up to the top and push the cork up. No, No, the forces around us is actually pulling us closer to our dreams. There are other people in works. You got ancestors working on your behalf. You got previous thoughts of what you wanted working on your behalf. There's so many things that you wanted that is really, really already existing in a vibrational level, that once we understand it, all we got to do is like lean back. BX, what's up? BX. All we got to do is lean back and then get out the way, and it comes. All right. Hold on. Another thing that helped me learn how to reframe my thinking on accepting myself is the show 100 Humans on Netflix. It was a show that was produced during the pandemic, but the information that I got from that show, it just sticks with me. But the show 100 Humans puts 100 people, I think it's 50 men and 50 women, in like this space, and they do experiments that address different things and questions in our society. And the subject that I'm tying to this is the episode called Pain versus Pleasure. And what they did was try to see if there was a difference in impact of negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement in reaching your goal. So what they did was they split up the people into two teams, and they had them working on a task, a project. They were putting together something. I believe they were building something, and it was the job of the team. You had builders, and then you had the cheerleaders or criticizers. And on one side, it was a team of people who were working together, and then you had people who were cheering them on. Oh my God, you got it. Yes, that's so smart. And then on the other side, they had to be criticizers and say, oh my God, you're not doing enough. What wound up happening is the people who were receiving the positive reinforcement finished the task efficiently, effectively, and they were still empowered at the end of it. And it's a testament to understanding that we get to release the tough love thing. You know, we get to embrace the softness and the good vibes, because it literally works better. So when it comes to using positive reinforcement to accept ourselves, it's important that we start with things that we believe, because you can't trick yourself. The law of attraction goes off of emotions. It's not going off of the word. You can't just be like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Yes. And then you're not feeling it. It has to be something that you really actually buy. So maybe you don't like your weight, but you love your height. Focus on your height. Maybe you don't like your job, but your friend group is awesome. These are things that you can focus on that will allow your cork to float to the top of your whole self-love. These are things that you can focus on that will basically allow your self-love cork to float. Because what's happening is when we're like, oh my God, I'm so fat, I can't stand it, I just need to lose weight. If only I lose weight, all of the other things that are good about you is trying to show and trying to help your weight get lost, but you consistently focus on the weight and pushing your cork down. So the idea is, once you looking at over here, you tricking your brain into allowing your cork to float, and then stuff starts happening. Like, you start focusing on your height, and you're like, oh, I'm so, I love my height. And then you wind up getting a free gym membership, or one of your homegirls is like, oh, come work out with me, come do this hike. And your energy about it feels good because you're already feeling good about yourself. And then you're like, oh, let me go hike. And then you find out later you like hiking, and then you commit to it because you like it. And then you wind up losing the weight and tricking yourself into the cork floating. Okay, what I did was I looked up some self-love journal exercises. There's one that I think is a 30-day. There was one that's like a 28-day. And I got a couple of different girlfriends, some girl groups and friend groups to do it with me, just so that I had multiple spaces of accountability. And we went through a question a day of self-love. I'm going to actually link those in the description. I love saying that. I sound real, right? I'll put that in my description box below. This is so exciting. Wait, first, like and subscribe.
Because I know y'all done smiled. Y'all either smiled, y'all either laughed, y'all probably was looking, oh my gosh, she's so cool. She's a little quirky. I don't know. It was giving good vibes. I know that y'all are getting the good vibes because I'm sending them, and I know that people like attracts like, so I know that y'all watching is good vibe people. So since it's giving good vibes, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Share this video, okay? Stay with me. I got an analogy that I want to drop that I really feel like is going to make all of the pieces click. It's giving click, okay? So stay with me. Imagine that you're a sculptor, okay? And you had those turntables, right? You are the sculptor, and you got a turntable that's moving with the clay blob on there, like in Ghost. You know, Demi and Patrick, when they was, you know, oh my love, right? We are the creators, the sculptors, and this clay blob is our life. The turntable never stops. There's always an opportunity to change and to shift, and it never ends. So if we are clay blobs and we're saying, okay, I want to create, let me just keep it basic. I'm gonna create a triangle, right? And so we working, you know, we're learning things. This is what life is. We're learning things. We're like, okay, the triangle, that must mean I got to put my hand like this. And then you see it, and then you realize, oh man, I done made the whole clay turn this way. You don't then say, oh my God, why this clay is so ugly? I can't stand this clay. The turntable's still moving. We still have an opportunity to lift the clay and to switch it. And what would help is to be like, okay, this is working. All right. You know, at least I got my hands in it. At least I learned that this is not the way to do it. Actually, this feels good. And I'm learning things and I'm making progress, and I love the way it feels. Okay, I definitely got the mixture right. I got the right water ratio with the right, you know, what they make clay with? Powder. I definitely got the right powder. Oh, I love this color. Like, you are a masterpiece that you and God are consistently phoning in about to make better. So it doesn't make sense to condemn any part of you because nothing is finished. This isn't the end. We get to shift it. We get to accumulate the knowledge, the inspiration, and the help, the assistance, the flow of the waves pushing us to the top to achieve what we want. Did y'all like that? Y'all like that, right? Did y'all like that? Did y'all like that? Is there a clay emoji in there in the thing in the emojis? If there's not a clay emoji, can y'all drop a rock? Can y'all drop a rock in there? This was fun. Can y'all drop one thing that you accept and from the past accept love about yourself? Drop. I want to see. I want to hear and see some bragging. I love my accent. I'm gonna give y'all a couple. I love my accent. I love my skin. I love my smile. I love my energy. I love my frame. I love my talent. So, like, you know, go him. Okay, I can't wait. All right, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.